Uruguay, trains number 23, Jacob Murphy, number 24, Miguel Almiron, number 32, Elliot Anderson, number 33, Dan Byrne, and number 36, Sean Longstaff. Enjoy the game!
We're about to get underway then here. Referee is Peter Banks. It will be Atalanta in their turquoise ensemble to get us underway. Really good atmosphere here at St James's. Those of you watching at home on MUFC TV, don't forget tomorrow's game is also available against Athletic Bilbao. This one too, of course, you're watching it right now. You will be fully aware that we are here and we are live, and it's Newcastle in possession early doors. How do they approach this one? I know it's a pre-season friendly, but get off to a good start, lift the crowd.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you've got to try and get possession. We all know the Italians, well, foreign teams, when they come away from home, they do try and keep the ball and make it difficult for any team to really get the ball off them. They've just got to try and shut them down early doors, get the crowd behind them. If they can do that and create a couple of chances, well, it gets the crowd up and running.
So Longstaff heads that one back. Cher had to just about get there. Nick Pope launches that one up, and Chris Wood brings it down. It doesn't quite bounce kindly for him, and Scalvini can mop it up, but Newcastle have won it back here. Really good endeavour. Was that a foul from Scalvini? Yes, it was. And Miguel Almiron just putting himself about early doors. He's got that buzz about him, hasn't he?
He has, yeah. I mean, if you look at the pre-season games, he looks sharp. And obviously there as well, he's tracked back, he's actually won the ball, he's trying to get away from the defender. Defender, you can see he's got his arm around his waist, and definitely a free kick.
Wood trying to hold it up. One that pinched back though by Martin de Roon. Atalanta looking to clear their end. Wood has given him a bit of a shove there. Certainly hotly contested this pre-season friendly, a friendly in all but name.
I'm not too sure that was hotly contested. I think it's a slight nudge, and he's gone down very easy. Not a lot on it for me. 6'2", he gets a tiny little touch and goes down.
Well, Chris Wood was pinged there, and Atalanta happy to play out from the back before slinging it forward. Well won in the air though by Dan Byrne, and Almiron tries to help it on. Out to this right side when Zortea just knocks it down the line. Nice turn from Zapata. He's robbed of it though, and Newcastle have it back now. That earns a ripple of applause as Cher comes forward, trying to feed Wood. Tries to touch it back to Almiron. When he gets into the rhythm of the game, he will be a useful outlet. Good press there from Newcastle. They've won it back. Fraser just nudging it forward. Target infield. Stroked around here by a confident side. Eddie Howe full of optimism, so are the supporters. That one was looking for Wood. And now it's Atalanta who will look to break here. Charging through midfield with Ederson. He's got support on either side. He will roll it out towards Zapata. Curling ball in towards the penalty area. Hooked away by Fabian Cher. Second attempt. Matt Target wins it this time, and Fraser will give chase. And they just got there ahead of him there. That time did Martin de Roon. But so far so good from Newcastle, just as I say that. Almost losing it in midfield.
Newcastle just have to be a little bit wary, because we've just mentioned there Ederson. He's just in that little pocket, difficult to pick up, so we must watch that one.
Almiron out to Fraser. Target makes the run outside. Almiron's continued his run too. Plenty of options down this left-hand side, but it's cleared at the first attempt. De Roon switching the play. 0-0 here at St James's Park. Ball looking to get Ederson, should I say, away down that left-hand side. Again, really good cover. And Newcastle pulling out all the stops here, all the tricks, as Nick Pope slips the ball out to this left-hand side. Scooped into the path of Wood. Okoli got ahead of him, but he's conceded the throw, and they can break quickly here. And that Target. Permanent signing from Aston Villa. Oh, and that's played into a bit of trouble here. Zapata squares it touched into the path of Koopmeiners. Good block tackle there from Cher. Oh, they've almost given it away again here, Newcastle. Eventually playing their way out of danger. Credit the the confidence, the willingness to push that ball around, Steve. They have got to be wary, haven't they?
Yeah, I mean, we're just giving a free kick there to Matt Target. I think what had happened was the ball's gone to... sorry, I'm just trying to think. It was Elliot Anderson. The ball's come to him. And do you know when players have that look over the shoulder before they receive the ball? He's done that, but he's obviously not took a good look at the ball because it's drifted away from him. Therefore, he's miscontrolled it.
Fraser giving chase and winning the ball. Nice little back heel to release Almiron. Newcastle threatening here. Ball into the middle, headed away by Akoli. Only as far as Fraser will scoop it back in to the back post. Good take in the end from Sportello.
Yeah, Almiron in a good position there. For me, I just think if he can just lift it, just lob it up rather than hitting it low. It was an easy clearance for the defender in the end, but if you just put a bit of height on it, it makes it difficult for the defenders.
Zapata's drifted wide. Rolls it through the legs into Scalvini. Square, looking to get a shot away. Muriel just whizzes past the post. Another warning shot there for Newcastle United and Nick Pope in the goal there.
Yeah, Atalanta, when they're attacking, they're not frightened to actually get bodies up. And each time they have at least three and have them in a line, so they can pick any one of those in that line. And as I said, it just went out. He's come in with his right foot. He's feinting to shoot, then try to bend one just past the post.
Really squeezing up. That might allow some space as Murphy gives chase to this one. And he puts pressure on. Although it will be an Atalanta throw. One of those players again really looking to push, trying to make a good impression for Eddie Howe. Work his way into the squad. There will be plenty of competition, particularly as you say, Steve, if more players are coming in.
Yeah, I mean, you need that though, because there was times last season I don't think there was enough, but they have got that now.
Murphy facing goal, will have a crack. He was always drifting over the top, that one. But he picked up that little pocket of space, and if he can get his radar going, then
I haven't got a problem with that effort. I mean, he's up, he's kind of on his own. Look, people can say, can he come back and just keep the ball and stuff like that, but he's felt confident. He's tried to strike with his right foot. Connection was good, the strike was good, just unfortunately over the top.
7 minutes gone. 0-0 here at St James's on NUFC TV. Almiron, it's pinched off him by Scalvini, but he does well, Almiron, to get back and keep the ball alive. There's Cher. Up towards Wood again, beaten to the punch this time. Muriel skids a low shot, but it's easy take for Pope, and it's the ball out. He's quick, and Target can raid forward here. Plenty to hit. Now Fraser, now Target again. Spun in field. Did get there first. The Newcastle player, and
just as they're about to take the free kick, just that little bit there before, when the ball's been played up to Wood, he cannot allow the defender to get in front of him. He has to use every part of his body to make sure he protects that. He doesn't, the defender nicks it, and then the problem is nobody then goes towards the player, so they're backing off. You have to have somebody that goes to engage, because he basically gets out his feet and he's got a free shot. So two mistakes there that they've got to look at.
Dan Burn with the free kick. Is he going to launch this one? Newcastle have got Wood up. Instead it will be back to Cher and trying to open the field up. Stuck between the boots of Kieran Trippier. It's a lovely ball though. Trying to pick out the racing man forward Target. Edison wins it back though for Atalanta. A little intricate play down the line. Push forward from Zarata. And that one is out of play, and Newcastle United can regroup with a throw in at the back here. So Target with the throw. Scalvini, Italy international, called up by Roberto Mancini. Only played a few games, but he's been moved into midfield. 29 appearances last season, was a centre-half, being utilised as a holding midfielder here. And he's been breaking things up for Atalanta so far. Bit of delay to the free kick. Eventually Almiron dropped short for it. Nice exchange of passes. Really tight press here from Atalanta. Coop Miners and Muriel just pressing up, keeping Newcastle honest here.
Yeah, they're kind of set up in a way where they're basically saying to Newcastle players, go on then, play it there, and they're ready to go and shut them down, just to put them under pressure.
Need to stay brave, need to stay sharp. Byrne. Now plays it forward up to Anderson, who rolls the ball back, and now Wood might get him behind it. The flag stayed down. Wood's got Murphy in the middle. Murphy had just made a run a little too far. Now he's got support up with him. Can he find the pass? Trippier looking for the option. Oh, and he's again just giving it away. And Atalanta win it back now with Luis Muriel. Under pressure though. And then the out ball is pinged out to Zortea on this right-hand side. Into Scalvini. And then back to Zortea. Target comes to close him down. Newcastle win it back. Wood's dropped a lot deeper. And then Murphy allows the ball to roll away from him here. Newcastle needs to sharpen things up.
Oh.
Big block tackle, but that looks a painful one, doesn't it?
Oh.
And to his credit, Rafa Toloy.
Yeah, it's never good when the opposing team are quickly to... He seems to hold the side of his knee here. Let's hope it's not too serious.
Yeah, Kieran Trippier is the man who's down. Uncharacteristic loose touch from him. And there will be some concern here for the England international, who has been a really key figure. He's 2 goals, 7 games, back end of last season. But there will be some concern here, and Jason Tyndall and Eddie Howe just getting the messages across. Down on the touchline.
Yeah, just the chance Newcastle had just before the injury to Trippier. Wood does well. He breaks the line. It's actually the near side defender that keeps him on. He breaks away because Murphy's so quick. Yes, Wood could play that ball, but he knows that he's actually offside because he's ahead of him. I think in that respect, Murphy just has to hold his run. Maybe he's get in line with Wood so he can play the ball across, but he doesn't. So therefore, Wood has to come out, and then it really comes to nothing. And then after that, obviously, we get this injury to Trippier. Let's hope it's just a kick and he hasn't done anything serious to his knee.
Yeah, pre-season friendly would always be on the precautionary side anyway. He's being helped to his
see when he gets
feet,
up,
of course. And a big ripple of applause around St James's Park. There's Trippier. Maybe a little gingerly walks to the sideline. Let's hope that he is all okay and will be able to return to the fray.
Just looking to see where his hand is. You know yourself, you put your hand on the part where that's sore. It doesn't seem the knee, it seems just above that. And if that's the case, it might be a bit of a dead leg.
Yeah.
But let's hope it is anyway, because dead leg, you know, you can sort them out. But anything with your knee, with medial or anterior, or your cruciate, DME, that's big trouble.
Yeah, so it's every player's worst nightmare, isn't it? Again, looking to pick out Almiron here. Really keeping Atalanta's defence on its toes. Oh, then a loose pass from Fraser. Just little bits of execution, isn't it, at the moment? Little bits of basic sharpness just lacking a little.
Just sometimes not on the same wavelength.
Throwing hauled up. Dan Byrne gets his head on it. And then Gianpiero Gasparini with a nice touch. Newcastle Anderson heads it back into the back four, helped forward by Cher. Scalvini in midfield. It's all a little bit loose at the moment. Murphy brings it down and finds Trippier, who's back up on his feet, but again, not a pass there his teammate would have wanted.
That's another straight pass.
Yeah, they really not got the radar. Edison has just spun away, but then the ball in behind.
Yeah, it's lack of concentration at times. It's just that sloppiness, feeling as though you can just play a loose ball. You can't. These are top players playing a top league, and they'll pick up these passes and counter-attack, which they did there.
Scalvini turns, plays it out to Sortea on this right side. Target with a great block tackle. Back to Scalvini again. Trippier heads it up into the air. He'll come back to that left-hand side. Atalanta now with Koopmeiners on the angle. Chance to swing this into the box with Mailer. Instead, it's Koopmeiners. Looking for that pass, dinked over the top, brought down brilliantly, and then brilliant again from Matt Target, who's had a really good game so far. And he's limping away from that challenge Target. Free kick in midfield for Newcastle United.
Yeah, it's a foul. I'm just keeping a very, very close eye on Trippier. Just having a little feel of that area again. I think he's moving okay though. It's a good sign. He's just looking down at it.
Yeah, it does seem to move more like top of the thigh, doesn't it, almost? Yeah. Wood will give chase to this. Coley being forced to play that, and he plays it off the New Zealand international. 16 gone, no score so far. A few things for Eddie Howe to tidy up, perhaps. With the crowd in good voice. As Byrne tussles with Zapata, and the ball is sped away into the path of Edison, who whips it away to Mailer. Mailer being forced away from goal here. Atalanta. Toloi. Tried to play it into Edison. Well, a bit scruffy at the back. Eventually hooked away, but Atalanta come again. Toloi, and this time it's picked up by Cher, but he'll get a second bite and a third. Driving towards the edge of the penalty area. Byrne, this is a chance for Newcastle to break here, maybe. Fraser's made a run. He hasn't spotted him. And now they've given it away again. Scalvini. Zapata drills one, and Pope has to beat behind. What's a good effort. Tight angle. Wrapped his foot around it, and Pope makes a good save.
Hey, yeah, it's on target. I mean, it's been a little bit actually iffy from Newcastle, to say the least. I think, the passes that they're giving, they're a little bit sloppy. Atalanta, to be fair to them, they're keeping the ball quite well. They're prodding, they're probing, looking for opportunities. But it's just Newcastle's sloppiness on the ball. They've just got to make sure they protect that ball. And I know it's a week away, and I know it's not massively important, but at the same time, this is where you do get yourself up to speed, because really, in one way, it's still a week away, but in another way, it's only a week away.
It's only a week away, yeah. So Luis Muriel with the corner. Newcastle have everyone back inside the 18-yard box here. Flicked away by Chris Wood, doing his defensive duties. And they'll reload it here. Diagonal from Koopmeiners, cut out by Target. And if anyone can put their hand up and say they've shone tonight so far, it's Matt Target. Throwing on this near side to be taken by Sortea. Back into Martin Deroon. And now Akoli. Switch of the play. They'll pick that one off with Trippier. Heads it into space for Murphy. Can't bring it down. Trippier wins it back here. Our foul goes against Newcastle. And there's almost the atmosphere has been buzzing. It has just dipped off a bit, hasn't it?
Well, are you surprised?
Yeah.
Because the performance has been not great.
Yeah.
The passing has been quite poor. They haven't really created anything. And Atalanta, to be fair to them, they've coped with Newcastle quite well.
So it's Sortea trying to knock that one forward. Muriel looking to bring it down. Good chase across that time from Sean Longstaff, making himself busy in that midfield area. Deroon. Now it's Wood trying to apply a bit of squeeze. Koopmeiners right back in that quarterback position almost here for Atalanta, dropping deep, trying to link the play. Murphy closing him down. Sortea Tries to knock it down the line, blocked by Fraser. Both coaches in their technical areas. Eddie Howe, not a man who's particularly explosive normally, but he'll have a few things to ponder. Byrne trying to switch the play now with Trippier. And then back into Fabian Schär. And now Nick Pope might just club this one forward up towards Wood. Nice flick on from him. Fraser will give chase to this. Just didn't get the bounce. No. Muscled off it.
Nothing in it for me. Lad just stood his ground. Just stronger. Wanted it more.
Muriel, Scalvini making the run outside of him. Darun. They're pushing it round with a bit of purpose here. Yeah, I thought the switch was on as well. Koopmeiners will move it that way. It's been cut out though by Trippier, and Newcastle are on their bike here. Although they're not, because it was a loose touch. It didn't take that one under control. Now they're back again with Muriel. Again the run outside from Zortea. Played into Edison. Confident on the ball, target as well. And now it's the turn of the Toon to try and work their way out of danger, and that wasn't the way to work it out of danger. Chris Wood gives away the free kick on the edge of the area. It's not sticking at the moment for Newcastle.
It's not sticking, as I said before, it's like loose passes. Obviously Trippier does really well, he intercepts it, and then he tries to bring it into midfield and pass that ball into midfield. We have got actually 4 people across that midfield in a line. There was only Ryan Fraser who's made an effort to run forward. But if you look at Atalanta, when they go forward, they've got 3 in a line up top and 1 in the pocket. So they're trying to be more advanced than Newcastle. Things need to change, and certainly players need to get up further, quicker.
So Koopmeiners with the free kick. Newcastle have everyone back again.
Area there.
This is coming in. It's flicked to the back post there, inadvertently. And picked up by Mailer, who looked to try and work something here. Does well to shrug off the Newcastle cover. Murphy does well to skip away. Wins his side of throw. Can they find their rhythm? That's more like it. Just ball in space. Now back to Schär. And Pope will find target. Almiron's dropped deep. A little clip into the path of Wood, who chests it into the space there for Almiron. And Almiron's opened the legs up here, and he's gone beyond Okoli. Okoli's sticking to him like glue. Nice work from Almiron to get them into position here. Can they switch the play? Yes, they can. Here's Trippier looking for a cross into the middle here. Wood's in the box. Oh, it's just over his head. Fraser will recycle it here. Just couldn't quite get there in the end, but best we've seen. Great ball in. Chris Wood was fine margins away from that.
Yeah, I mean, within the 23rd minute, it's the first time we've mentioned Almiron for a while, or any of the midfield players, or attacking midfield players for a while, but he did really well down the left-hand side. He's come back inside. The ball's gone out eventually to Trippier. You can see what he's trying to do. He's just trying to get her over the defender's head, but right on Chris Wood's head, but unfortunately it's just a little bit too high.
Overhead kick from Lewis Muriel.
I'm not sure if he meant that.
And they will make something. I don't think he did either, but it looked good for the cameras. Mailer rolls the ball into space for Edison. He's offside.
Good
Flag
line.
Shot up.
Good line.
Yep. So they've got something right here.
But as I said before that last attack, when was the last time we mentioned Elliott? When was the last time we mentioned Almiron? You know, Murphy. Yeah. Really, it's a little bit, you know, we need to get them players involved. Unfortunately, it looks as though I think Matt Targett's gone down. I think he's holding the back of it. Is he holding the back of his calf?
Yeah.
Calf?
It's that kind of area, isn't it? Just top of the calf, in behind the knee. More calf than knee, hopefully, but either way, he just sank to the floor, didn't he? I think he took a whack earlier. He'd maybe been nursing it. And the coaching staff, Jason Tindall just with a word in the shell of Chris Wood there.
I mean, even if it's a kick, you know, why Why take the risk?
No.
Obviously with a kick, and if it's a hard kick, you know, a good whack, you can get the thing which we call a hematoma.
Yeah.
So obviously that area bleeds, and of course therefore because that bleeds, and then it might stiffen up a little bit, it's the oxygen and the blood's not pumping to the other muscles, and that's how you can get a little bit of a pull or a tear. So, you know, why actually take the risk? He'll know better. He knows his body.
Yeah.
You know, what's the point?
Yep, they do have cover. Matt Bonswell being one of those who could operate at left back if need be.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be carrying on. He's moving quite gingerly. I'll be surprised if he carries on.
Well, I'm just seeing whether they're warming anybody up here. There are a few subs out, aren't there, on the touchline, but nobody's being called in. But you're right, it's one of those precautionary. You just, why take the risk?
Yeah, as I said, I think he's having a conversation there now with the manager. But I think they're sort of saying if it's a kick.
So for the moment,
yeah, it looks
that target will continue, yeah. And he just trots back onto the field. Nick Pope will play it to Fabian Schär. And then the ball up towards Almiron, who turns it round the corner nicely to Murphy, who brings it down a little bit awkwardly. He's tried to play that in behind for Wood. Okoli had to deal with it. And it's hoiked clear only as far as Target will just let that run through. And Dan Burn can bring this forward. Now Target clips the ball into space. But it's straight through to Marco Sportello and Atalanta. 27th minute, still no score. Here's the captain, Toloi. And Darun, who's dropped into that back three and drives forward and then picks out a lovely pass for Mailer down that left-hand side, and he rolls it into space, but it's cleared by Schär. It was a bit of a panic clearance, that one, although it breaks kindly for Wood. And now Newcastle will build from midfield, and Target is the option on this left-hand side to Fraser. Almiron looking maybe to make that run into the channel. Target all left foot, although he did play that back right-footed to Pope, who sort of skews his kick into midfield. Trippier takes control. Lovely touch to try and get beyond Edison. Again, it's all a little bit scruffy, a little bit scrappy. Now Almiron spins away from his man and then plays a clever little pass inside, but Atalanta ready for it. And now they'll break now through Zortea into the penalty area, drills in across goal. Great touch, key touch from Trippier. Koopmeiners will drill one. Didn't catch that. It's deflected. It will be a corner.
Yeah, again, the full-back, he can just drive in and drive in and drive in. Nobody seems to come out and engage him. Eventually, he's getting quite close to the goal. He hits it across. It's a good touch by Trippier. Obviously, they're getting a corner. Just before that, though, for me, Almiron, he should come short and spin in behind all the time. He's got all that room.
Flicked onto the back post by Darun. Flag goes up.
So if I'm the manager, or if I'm Almiron, and I'll be saying to Matt Target, Matt, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag the defender in, but no, I'm going there. So just pop it over.
Yeah.
Because he'll beat anybody in a race.
There's plenty of spaces in and behind, aren't there? Especially with Atalanta pushing their two wing-backs on. Nice switch of the play for Murphy. Target could come forward. Fraser ahead of him. Almiron wanting the ball too. It'll be Fraser jinking his way forward. Now Almiron. Overloaded on this left-hand side somewhat. They've retained possession though, Almiron. Now Fraser. Can he take the full-back on? He can give the ball away instead. And then Edison just spins away. And they are attacking
right
again. And it's Muriel out on this left-hand side. Clipped into the middle for Zapata. Dan Burns there. And then in the end, Newcastle will just about get it away. Target has to slam it into touch. There's a bit of jitter every time that Atalanta come forward. And again, it's the options, isn't it? It's the shape. They've got so much to go for.
Yeah, they've always got two kind of wide-ish on each side. And as I said, Edison's the one. He's the one that plays the ball and he just drives through the middle running. Nobody picks him up.
A goalie. Back to Toloy. And again, they'll come wide. Really stretching the play, Atalanta. Trippier beaten to it. Koopmeiners will coax it into the path of Joachim Mæhle. Slowing the game down to their own pace here. Half an hour gone. They've given it away though. Cher. Now Almiron. Looks to go on the outside of his man.
Oh.
Sent tumbling. Free kick. Says Peter Banks. And Longstaff will find target. Now Almiron. Into midfield, but he's just brushed aside there by Edison. It's that extra steel in midfield at the moment, isn't there? We've got two relatively young players in that central position. I guess Longstaff's 24, but Anderson, a young lad at 19.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean as though it doesn't mean to tell me that the ball can't stick.
No.
You know, it should be able to stick. They're good players.
That one's played in behind. Dan Burn reads it nicely. Can Newcastle break here? Again, Almiron's dropped deep. Longstaff plays it up to Wood. Will they get the second ball? In the end, Coley does well to ride the challenge. Koopmeiners was almost away, but challenge came in from Anderson. Up to Murphy, can't bring it under control. Gets a kind ricochet. Now he's got some speed to use here. And here he goes. He's gone beyond Tano.
Go on.
He's gone beyond this man. Tries to feed it back into the middle. And it's hacked behind by Daroon, who really didn't communicate with his goalkeeper, Sportello. Toloya was at 6s and 7s. Atalanta looked ragged for the first time. And this is a chance for Newcastle here. Anderson. Out wide to Fraser. Spins one in, looking for Wood. Might fall for Murphy here. Touches it back out to Trippier. Into Murphy, nice little pass, dig towards the back post. They're queuing up for it here.
He's
heading in nearly, heading away just. Another chance here. Fraser. It just evades Wood. But this is better. Fraser keeps it. Coley's leathered him. Referee has blown for the free kick. Fraser's not heard the whistle. And he might be in a bit of trouble here, Caliber Coley.
Yeah, that wasn't brilliant. I mean, I know we haven't got replays, but I didn't like it the first time. But the first chance with Murphy, he's one of these players, because he's so quick, he actually takes a bad touch, because the defender tries to read him, he actually gets away with it, and then there's the ball over the top. He's always going to get away from the defender. He takes a good first touch. It was just his last touch, he takes it away from goal.
Fraser with a shot, deflects behind. Corner for Newcastle, and this has given the fans a bit of a lift here. Bit more like it.
Yeah, with some good defending on the line as well before. When we had that first one, just heads it away from Chris Wood.
So a chance to sling this in with a bit of zip, with a bit of menace from Kieran Trippier. Wood's in there. All the big boppers are in there. It's gone back post. Flicked back into a dangerous area here. Almiron can only sky it.
I have to be honest, right? I've got a massive pet hate. I can't understand how players at this day and age can't kick with both feet. So the ball's dropping to Almiron. Instead of just hitting it with his right foot, he lets it bounce across him. I don't get that. No. It's your profession. You should work every day on your weak foot. And I'm not saying about him. I'm talking about top players all in the Premier League.
Yeah. It's your craft. Get it. Yeah. 34 gone. Still goalless here, but Newcastle looking more threatening. Edison under pressure. Gets away from Anderson, and he can't get away from Almiron, and then it's played rather cutely off the Atalanta midfielder and out for a goal kick.
Yeah, good tracking back. Well, as I said, in this day and age, I mean, if that's your profession, you should be able to play with both feet. It'll be interesting to see, if people put on social media if they feel as though I'm wrong. But dear me,
yeah, it just takes that second away, doesn't it? Of that moment you've got in hesitation. So it'll be Sportello here, and they're living a bit dangerously, Atalanta, because Newcastle have their tails up. Closing down with endeavour and enthusiasm. Gian Piero Gasparini worked wonders at Atalanta since arriving in 2016. Champions League football, Europa League football for a provincial club. They've got a throw here, which Martin de Roon will take, formerly of Middlesbrough, just down the A19, of course. Cher will take that one back to Pope, and Newcastle can build again. Pope launches this one. Wood the target. Familiar tactic from Burnley days, of course. And now Mel Almiron will chase down Sportello, and they got away with that one just about Atalanta, but the danger not over yet. Just played off Fraser for a throw, but they're starting to do to Atalanta what's been done to them all game.
Yeah, I mean, they're starting to grow. Obviously there was a period where they had a couple of half chances, but they're putting a bit of pressure on them. Wood
turns. Did he get a wrap there in the back? Martin de Roon then claims he was fouled, but it was just a boot in the back of the calf, that one, wasn't it, from the Dutchman? And a free kick will go the way of Newcastle United here. Trippier's come across to take it. Will they go with that ball into the box, or they look for something a little different? Trippier behind it. That'll be a left footer curled in towards that back post. It was scrambled away just about. Murphy
backstick
tries to roll it into the box. The ricochet falls for Almiron. He tries to ping it out. Murphy wins it back under pressure from Koopmeiners. He's got away from Koopmeiners.
Wide.
Now Cher, and they just didn't quite have the belief they could pick out Trippier. Now they have. Murphy's out on that right-hand side, and Trippier can't get the ball through this time. And Atalanta win it back, and they will build from the back here with the room. But again, they're getting into faces, and Fraser is brilliantly sliding challenge, got up and played it, pings it off the man. Corner to come for Newcastle, and they're just starting to find their groove maybe now. Longstaff into the box, he goes down. Peter Banks has pointed to the spot.
I'm not too sure whether he's, but I'm just looking at the player that's actually made the foul. He's walking away, but the other players are sort of saying he hasn't touched him. But that came about, all of this has come about by Ryan Fraser. Shows great tenacity, wins the ball with a sliding tackle, gets the corner, plays a short corner into Longstaff. It's played inside. It's a good touch. Is it a soft one, do you think? Or do you think it's... You're not bothered, are you?
Nah,
you're not bothered.
You'll take it all day. We'll take that one. Yeah, it was. Yeah, to be fair, yeah, it wasn't conclusive, was it? It wasn't when you looked at it and went stonewall penalty.
No.
But if you make the challenge in the box,
you've got to make sure you get it. But as I said, it was interesting because the player who actually made the challenge
bolted.
He walked.
So Chris Wood here at St James's with a chance.
Goalkeeper's right, goalkeeper's left, you reckon?
Yeah, I'm running side foot. Whether he just swings it across into the left-hand side. Wood steps up and banks it into the bottom corner. Newcastle United have the lead. 7 to go to the break. It's been hard going at times so far this evening, but now St James's has lift off, and so does Chris Wood from the penalty spot.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have thought the game has been pretty even, because I think Atalanta, the first period of the first half, probably is the better team. Newcastle certainly have come into it the second half, caused them a few problems. Got the penalty, whether you think that's a penalty or not, we haven't got replays here. Can't conclusively say it. But the referees give it. You've got to take your chance, and that's what Chris Wood has just done.
Yeah, cool as you like, wasn't it? On the spot.
Yeah, I'd fancy them going that side. It's a perfect side for a right footer, really whipping it across the goalkeeper. But as I said, it all come from really good work from Ryan Fraser.
So now they've not only got the bit between the teeth, they've got the lead as well. Koopmeiners under pressure. Now those Atalanta players haven't got a second or 3 or 4 to think about what they're going to do. They're being closed down here, and they've given the ball away again. And this is a really good chance here. Infield towards Murphy. Murphy gets the shot away! Just across Sportello's post. It's a goal kick. But now Newcastle are flying.
Yeah, there's some defender. It's one of them ones. You can see the manager sort of saying, this is not your game. That's not your kind of game. You know, you're a defender. He's trying to do Cruyffs and all kinds. He loses possession. It's a decent effort from Murphy. It was never going in. It was always drifting wide, but good pressure.
Dan Burn won his fair few headers tonight. Fraser back to target. Now looking to get that ball into the channels. There's a chap with a flag running along the Lee's end. He's having a good night.
Make sure that pathway's clear. Nobody's left a bag or anything there.
Yeah, no one sneaking off for an early pint has been cleaned out. Here comes Burn. Trippier made a run forward through Murphy. Now there's a bit of control. Now there's a bit of calm and composure coming in.
Well, they're finding the targets a little bit better.
Wood holds up nicely. Fraser. Almiron will give chase. De Roon doing his best to retain possession. He's gone back to his keeper. I don't think he thanked him for that. And so now they've got to throw Newcastle. They're inside the Atalanta half. They're pushing the pressure on. Target with the throw. Fraser's been busy. Anderson, he's tried to clip that one into space. Zapata, but then they've given it away. Dan Bird marauding forward. And then good closing down from Anderson, who's certainly growing into this game. Played in every friendly so far. As half-time edges closer, 3.5 plus whatever Peter Banks adds on. Muriel just hooks that, hopefully. Trippier can bring it down. And they've certainly knocked Atalanta out of their rhythm here. Wood, nice turn to try and get away from De Roon. Referee happy to allow play to continue. Edison sprints forward. Now to Mela. And they've got Koopmeiners inside. Good tackle from Almiron. And now Murphy pulling out the tricks and flicks too, and that one's been played into space for Fraser. Now they've got to get on their bike. He's trying to hold it up to allow Wood and Co to get into the box. He does hold it up. Now Target. And Fraser. Happy just to push the ball around here with that 1-goal lead. Murphy. And he was looking for the return. And Ryan Fraser hadn't quite read that one.
Yeah, for me, I mean, for that example, for Fraser or any forward, if you're running at a defender, back him into the box.
Yes,
Get him into the box as quickly as you can. Don't just stop before the box. If you can get him in the box, now his mindset has changed completely, because he's thinking, I've either got to make this challenge, because if I do, I've got to get it right. So drive him in as quick as you can. That causes doubts in his mind, the defenders.
Throw in here for Newcastle United. In an attacking position. Target has got Almiron, he's got Fraser. Wood maybe if he hurls it into the box. They just got ahead of him there. Into Anderson, who flashes one across the goal. No one there to connect with it, but again, sprightly stuff.
Yeah, it was sharp. He took a good touch with his left foot. I think he's actually going for goal in the far corner. Nobody's going to get in the end of it unless you stood there and it basically hits you. But good bit of play from him.
Almiron tries to bring it down. Did he take a boot in the head there from Scalvini? Peter Banks has blown his whistle. The Italy international pleads his innocence. Meanwhile, Almiron feeling the effects. Edison's input not appreciated by Peter Banks, it's fair to say.
I don't think it was a boot in the face. I think he's foot's high, without a doubt, but he's kicked the ball against his face.
Yeah.
I think that's where it is. I mean, it doesn't tickle, but
it wasn't. It wasn't a boot. No.
No.
Fraser. Oh, he's just missed out his man. Newcastle wanting to end this half strong here. Scalvini finds Zapata. Did he get a boot there from Dan Burn? Certainly got one second time. Free kick Atalanta. Final 18 or so seconds here, plus stoppages.
Yeah, just keep it tight. Be interesting to see how much the ref plays on.
Mailer just about keeps it in play. And it's Toloy with a crossfielder. Again, Target does well, although the second ball will fall kindly here. And then in comes Longstaff, stretching out that leg to dispossess Zapata, and he's taken a blow in the process.
Yeah, I just think on the challenge, when the Atalanta player's gone down, I think he's caught him with his arm or his elbow. Totally accidental. But he's up. Just you can see there's a little mark on the side of his head there.
Yeah, he's going to be patched up perhaps here. I'll just add a few extra seconds on. I'm not seeing the board. I don't know whether we get the board at pre-season friendlies. I'm not seeing one come up. I
think you should do.
You should do, shouldn't you?
But you would have thought it'd be up by now. Maybe having a cup of tea.
So treatment being meted out. So it will be 10-man Newcastle who play out the final seconds of the first half here. And Newcastle.
There must be nothing wrong with them being checked out at half time. I thought as well, sit down at half time, you tend to stiffen up and it becomes a little bit sore, but clearly it's not the case and they're ready to go, which is brilliant news.
Absolutely. Wood gets us underway. Dan Burn lofting one forward. Trying to pick out Trippier. He was beaten in the air that time by Joachim Mailer. But does really well to retain possession there for Newcastle, but the ball forward is a bit of a scuffed one. And play returns to Atalanta here. Just waiting for the ball to be retrieved. So no changes for the visitors either here on NUFC TV. Don't forget the Athletic Bilbao game tomorrow will also be available on NUFC TV. And Atalanta with the throw. Joachim Mailer to take it. Koopmeiners makes a dart into space. A little bit hesitant from the Dane. Played forward by Toloy. And Koopmeiners he wins the throw in the end off Fabian Schär. Safety first from Newcastle here. No need to take any risks. Here is Toloy, the captain. Rolls the pass into Zapata, but it's pinched off his toe. And now Murphy's into a bit of space. Murphy's got the pace if he can use it. He's got Fraser up ahead of him here. Oh, the ball wasn't the right one. And then Martin de Roon just whacks the ball at a Newcastle player. And they'll get it back here. Target just about kept that under his control. And then the ball down the line is cut out by Martin de Roon. Pumped forward, Dan Burn wins the header. Brought down by Longstaff. That's a clever ball into space for Almiron. He can turn and face here. He's got options inside. Wood, can he tee it up? It will be teed up.
Ben.
Anderson maybe will curl one, and it's turned away by Marcos Portello. As you say, good save and a really good effort. Curling left footer. Newcastle United getting closer to that second.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, you're thinking Almiron's going to pull the trigger. He doesn't. He comes inside to Wood. Wood lays it off. It looks as though Elliot Anderson's going to hit it first time with his right foot. He does a Cruyff onto his left foot, bends it. It's right in the corner. Goalkeeper makes a good save.
So it'll be whipped in here into that 6-yard box. Wood gets up and it's just wide of the post. In fact, was it Dan Burn, wasn't it, who'd come up and managed to put his head on that one?
Yeah, just the one before that when Murphy comes inside and he tries to play Fraser. Just give him a chance, don't hit that defender, just put it in an area because we all know he's quite sharp. He will probably get on the end of it, but just give him a chance with a better ball.
Zapata and Burn enjoying a big battle at the back here. Newcastle win it back again. This time they're sharper, it's crisper. Little ball over the top, looking to get Fraser away again. De Roon has to go back to his goalkeeper, and he hasn't given up the chase. And he pumps that straight at Trippier. Murphy brings it down. Oh, that was a little loose, but it's won back by Anderson. Now he's in his rhythm. Nice turn here from Fraser. Little drop of the shoulder. Fraser goes low. Skids into the hands of Sportello.
I tell you what, Almiron, a couple of times in this game, he's done ever so well by tracking back and just nicking it when players are kind of dawdling on the ball. He's done well doing that.
Edison. As they push forward through Scalvini, trying to play it into the channel. They've got it back here to Zotea.
Oh, he's done
and they're
well.
into the penalty area. Flick behind off Danburn.
Yeah, he's come inside. It's gone through my target's legs. Just needed to look up and pick somebody out. To be fair, defensively, they had picked up the players that were in the box, so made it difficult for him to pick somebody out.
Corner. Nodded away. Only as far as Mailer, who takes a touch. Doesn't trust his shot and goes back to Koopmeiners, who's the quarterback in the pocket right now.
Oh, you've got to go.
Oh, and they've really messed that one up nearly there. Sportello has to smash it away. And the coffees are up as well, which is always good. He must have heard your call. Anderson.
I text him.
To Trippier. Now Murphy was a little bit loose, but Newcastle survive. They'll get it back here. Longstaff just outside that centre circle. Now Trippier. Low ball into Wood. Can he turn his man? Okoli's not stuck quite so tight in this second half. Murphy plays the little ball around the corner. Can Anderson dig it out of his feet here? He'll play it down to Trippier. He can wind one up perhaps. Stands one up for Wood, and out came Sportello. Well, he was just about to arch his neck, wasn't he? When out came Sportello and clasped that in.
Yeah, I was going to be right on Wood's head. Goalkeeper makes a good decision. Comes out early, claims it.
A little flick there from Scalvini, just about got away with it. Up towards Zapata, trying to go beyond his man. Good defending from Newcastle United here. They've really wrested control, haven't they? The back end of that last 5 minutes of the first half and the first sort of 5 or so minutes of this, it's definitely been a much more confident Newcastle.
It has, yeah. I mean, they seem to be getting into the Atalanta players' faces, shutting them down quite quickly. Yes, they're good players, so they will make room at times, but it's been a lot better than what it was in the first period of the first half.
Yeah, a little less frantic from Newcastle, a little less wayward, much crisper and sharper. Target up to Wood, who turns his man and then retains possession with a little bit of footwork and a body swerve. Almiron turns, faces, looking for options here, not trying to push anything. Patient build-up. Anderson showing for it in the centre circle. Longstaff trying to stretch the play perhaps here. Share. Nice turn. Trippier's ball forward was a nice idea, but it didn't quite work execution-wise. Muriel's just been pushed wide here. Little kick of the feet to try and get away. Scalvini touches it back. Edison whistles over the top. Newcastle goal kick.
Just goes to show the dangers, giving the ball away in sort of difficult positions. If you giving the ball away in that kind of final third, it can cause you problems. I thought first of all we're going to have a shot, but you could see what his idea was to play his teammate in. But the one when he's had the shot, yes, he's gone for the near post, but I've seen it so many times, you know, when they've whipped it across the body into that far post, because goalkeepers normally go to their left-hand side.
Ball up towards Trippier, nice flick on. Murphy gets a boot to it. Toloi wins it back though for Atalanta. Cries of handball. Fraser will cut that one out. The squeeze is on here from Newcastle. Cries of shoot when Almiron got it, and when Anderson. Trippier down the line to Murphy, just pushed aside by Toloi. Strong play from the Atalanta skipper, but that one comes off the... I thought that came off the Yeah, it was Zapata, but it's. Oh, no, that's.
Yeah, it was.
It's gone Newcastle's way. Just for a minute, I thought I saw the referee pointing for an Atalanta throw. So Burn. Anderson out wide, played outside of the boot nicely. Here goes Fraser, cuts inside. Fraser trying to go back to that point again. Back heel. No, this is Fraser, sorry. Now curled into the penalty area. The curly heads it away.
Yeah, it was a good run. What I've been talking about, because he's blessed with pace. It's Almiron that just makes that little dart and run down the channel.
Anderson trying to again dig it out of his feet under pressure. He's retained possession. The chops were going in, and he's won inside a corner. Brave play. And it's a quickly taken one here. Will it be Fraser to curl one in on the angle? It'll come back out to Almiron, nudges it into the penalty area. Now Fraser will try and whip one in. Leaping header from Zapata, who's back defending. Won back though by Longstaff. He's performing that screening role well in the second half.
Screaming. Yeah.
Screening.
He has, yes, even though it might have been screaming at times.
In the first half, I think Eddie Howe might have been screaming.
Yep.
So, Darun for Atalanta. The ball just wriggles away from Newcastle that time. Very slow progress from Atalanta. Then a ball pumped forward, Shares behind it. Second ball falls for Edison, and they're swarming all over him, and then he just gives it straight to Fabian Schär. His turn, and Atalanta's turn, but that's been given away. Okoli makes the run. Scalvini. Good tracking back from Newcastle. They got behind the ball when they lost it. Recovered their shape. That'll be right down Trippier's throat. Nice cushion header to Schär. And they'll play their way out of danger here. Longstaff. And now Fraser. Almiron's made the run up ahead. He's got target outside. Now Almiron. Just a little exchange of passes with Fraser. And then back to reset from the
turn.
Deep inside their own half. Anderson rolls the ball, trying to get inside the fullback. Oh, he lost his footing. Just about recovered. To Lloyd as well, just to wriggle a bit of space out, and then picks out Muriel. And Newcastle coming back here, flooding back. Luis Muriel, block tackle from target. Really good work there. Still has it though. A set. Will there be a cross? Into the middle.
It's not a bad ball, actually. It's not a bad ball. He'd be looking at the two lads in the middle thinking, you know, you've got to take a chance. But just a couple of times, you know, with some players, you know, whether it's been Fraser, whether it's been Almiron, the ball's been played up to them, and yes, they want to quickly get that pass off and turn, but make sure your pass gets to your teammate before you turn. So get that right first, because that's when it's been a little bit lax.
Target's got acres of space down that left. He will just hold the ball up though here. Fraser just trying to pull Atalanta out of position here. Nice work from Anderson, just to allow the ball to roll across his body like a pivot. Now Anderson's got it back here. Can Anderson play in wood? No, he can't. And in the end, it bounces off him and behind. And promising opportunity though. He's making those little runs in behind now and starting to have an impact.
Yeah, the ball comes to him first of all. He's obviously aware. He knows what's behind himself. He takes that touch, plays it to Trippier. Trippier actually plays a fantastic ball back at him. I thought he was actually going to run over it and let it go to Wood, and then Wood could have played him in. But he's decided to take it himself, try and do a bit of quick feet. Fortunately, he was just stumbling over, runs it out to play.
Zortea, and now Scalvini. And his ball is cut out by Trippier. And Trippier gets a really clever touch back to Murphy, and it's a nice ball from him. Little exchange of passes between the two down this right-hand side. Murphy chops the ball back into the middle. Edison's covering. Nice idea again from Newcastle, but Atalanta sweeping up. And Matt Target wins the ball back. Fraser will just pump that one back into the back four. 58 minutes on the clock. Still the one goal from Chris Wood is the difference. Newcastle United lead by a goal to nil. Longstaff and Anderson, the midfield base here. It's Share.
Good ball.
Up to Murphy, just splits and took out a couple of Atalanta players completely there. Anderson's made the run into the channel. Can he get support up to help? Almiron's just inside on the apex. He's darted into the box. Almiron, good save with his feet. Sportello stuck out a big leg and it made the difference. Trippier wants a run outside of him from Anderson and gets it. Longstaff cries of shoot every time he's within at least 40 yards. Fraser. Now Wood. Back to Fraser. Again, just pulling Atalanta out of position here. Zortea has stuck to him like glue. And the tackle eventually made. But it will be a Newcastle throw. They can keep up the pressure here.
Yeah, just on the Almiron one, he's done superbly well because he gets the ball. And what he does brilliantly, he gets the ball, the defender stands him up, so he stops. Defender stops, bang, he's gone. The defender cannot react any quicker than he does, but by that time, he's past him. And then he opens himself up, he's on his favoured left foot. To be fair, the goalkeeper stuck out a decent leg. It's a good save, but good play by Almiron though. Very good.
Yeah, it's that ability, knowing he's got the momentum, isn't it? And just being able to drive into that space and catch a defender on his heels. Zortea looking for an option, it wasn't there, and he's given it away. Good work from Newcastle, and then they give it away too. Loose on both sides. Coop Miners, no changes yet, although Atalanta have got a five-a-side team waiting to come on. They're about to ring the changes. Darun, Scalvini wide to Zortea. It's a hopeful ball forward, and it's flicked on by Muriel into Nick Pope, who sweeper keeper.
Longstaff as well has been decent this second half, you know, spoiling, making some good challenges, but also getting himself into nice little pockets of areas where he can play some good passes.
Share up to Murphy, who's been much improved as well, so I jinxed him. Toloi. Scalvini was lurking. Free kick for the foul on Luis Muriel.
I think again, kind of getting back to my point with likes of Fraser, with Almiron, with Murphy. They want to do something quick when they get the ball, which is great. You know, they want to touch it around the corner and then go. Yeah, I get that, but make sure the ball that leaves you finds your teammate, because it's no good just trying to flick it around the corner and go if it just goes to one of them, because then you've got to track back. Make sure the first pass reaches the right destination.
So a free kick.
Looks like he fancies it.
Yeah, Muriel behind it. Coop Miners as well. But yeah, he's lining up, isn't he? As if he's going to slam this one in.
Yeah, I think he's looking for whippage.
So Nick Pope will be ready. They're lining up. They have got a wall.
He thought he'd go for the far corner.
So Muriel steps up and bends one straight into the midriff of Nick Pope in the end.
Yeah, good positioning from the goalkeeper. You would expect him, of his calibre, who I was so impressed with last season, to save that.
So here goes Longstaff. Almiron, little back heel into space, so I couldn't quite gather it on the other side. Muriel's been picked out by a laser guided pass there. Tries to knock it inside for Ederson, who makes the run into the box.
Lino's not flagging.
I'll tell you what, if that first half one was a penalty, well, that was on the dubious side of...
Be interesting. No VAR, unfortunately. Yeah, the players are not delighted. Again, we could only see when we were up in the gantry, saw quite a way away. Got no replays.
Right, so We'll try and pick our way through these changes. Koopmeiners is coming off to be replaced by Remo Freuler.
Coming off for the 7, Jörn Koopmeiners, replacing him number 11, Marco Freuler.
Who else is coming on? We've got Rafael Toloi coming off, and Berat Jimsiti. There's another change. 5 are coming on, including the goalkeeper. So he makes way. And we've got
Also coming off number 21, Nadir Zortia.
Nadir Zortia.
33, Hans Atterboer.
Hans Hateboer is coming on. Ederson making way for Marco Pasalic. And finally, I think we can pretty much guess the other one, Marco Sportello going off for Juan Russo.
Did you get them all?
Yeah, I think so, just about.
Coming off number 57, Marco Sportiello, replaced by number 1, Juan Russo.
So Marco Pasalic is on. 13 goals last season. Gifted, very gifted player. Certainly got quality. The Croatian, one of those 5 changes then.
It's a strange number though, isn't it? 88.
Yeah, yeah.
Unless he was at 8 at his previous clubs and he wanted to be 8, so he wanted to get 88.
Players get a bit obsessed with that, don't they?
Yeah, I was always number 6 here, and then I was 24, 2 and 4,
2 and 4,
6,
yeah.
and then 42.
Big bumper to bumper there with Okoli and Wood. There's Darun. Going to drift one in behind here.
Or talk.
Good play from Cher. And they get about away with that one. Fraser tried to push that back into space.
Getting away with it.
But the subs have upped the tempo for Atalanta.
Far side.
Yeah, the guy's and his wheelchair.
Brilliant.
He's waving the flag, and the fans are loving it, it's fair to say.
Yeah, top class.
So Dan Burn up to Wood, nice little touch. That's exactly what Chris Wood as a big man can do. With the second ball, the pass forward is a little bit loose, and Eddie Howe side have got a free kick though.
I think it was the right idea. I think it was a good combination between Fraser and Wood. I think the problem was it was just Almiron's gone, then stopped, then gone again. By the time he's stopped, the ball's been played and he's never going to get there.
Target. Eddie Howe not tempted into any changes quite yet. There's Trippier to Anderson to Almiron. Now Murphy. Gave him a lot to do. Trippier's touch was really clever. Just cut out, and then the second one wasn't. Mailer's got it back into Muriel, who will turn. And Fraser got enough on that just to divert it away from where it was aimed. Martin Darun, he's on his return leg now, the chap in his wheelchair and his flag. So it's hooked forward by Jim Seaty. Anderson really tearing about, trying to win the ball back here. Pasalic under pressure, muscled out of it that time. Anderson shows really good body strength, but in the end Atalanta get the throw. Mailer helps him into space. Muriel back to Pasalic. Cut out. And now comes Murphy. Murphy, he's again looking for Fraser. Execution not quite there. 68 minutes gone. Newcastle 1, Atalanta 0. A second would just cap things off nicely. Something wrong with my mic apparently. Hopefully we can get that fixed. Is that right? No? No? Cameraman says it's all good. Oh, goodness knows what's happening back at home then. So, goal kick. And another circuit with the wheelchair and flag. So Pope drills the ball up towards Murphy, not your typical target man. Anderson will win it back here. Trippier keeps the ball under possession. Down the line towards Murphy. Hasn't been able to get the run on Jim Seaty since he came on. And it will be a throw in on this near side. Jacob Murphy arguing the toss. But not getting anything from it, is he?
He's not.
So, De Roon out wide. Can they spring at something here? Jim Seaty into De Roon. And the ball moved on again out to that far side. Okoli. Nice turn on the ball in space, but Longstaff there tracking. Doubled up on this left-hand side as Luis Muriel cuts back in onto his right foot, then rolls the little pass in field. Jim Seaty couldn't square it to another Atalanta shirt.
Thought Muriel would have had a shot there. Decided to just kind of cut one in. Nearly paid off.
Callum Okoli. Oh, whizzed out to this left side for Mela, and they've got in behind here with Muriel. Looking for options. Really good play from Murphy. Put his body in the road. And they've kept the ball alive here too. And Muriel left a little bit there on Jacob Murphy.
Good play.
Yeah, keeping that ball, sweeping out to Trippier. Fraser's come short for it, but it's down the line to Murphy, who can't get away from Jim Seaty here. Freuler's made the run over the top. Freuler will make the run into the box here. Tries to bring it down, but Dan Burn managed to get in his way. And it's just dinked into space, looking for Wood, but he tussles with Okoli. Jim Seaty. Mela. They're picking holes here. Pasalic.
Oh, it's a tight one.
Oh, it's offside, says the assistant. "72 minutes.
Yeah, when Newcastle haven't got the ball, defending quite well, there's always a 4 at the back, sometimes a 5 across the midfield, making it difficult for Atalanta to break them down. So looking nice and solid. It's just sometimes when you have got the ball, as I've said before and I've said all night, you've just got to make sure you protect that ball, you keep the ball, give yourselves a bit of a breather rather than going up and bouncing straight back.
Almiron goes back to Cher, and now Trippier into the path of Wood. Can he turn? Can he release? He's got Murphy in. Oh, and he left it for Anderson, who does well to win the ball back here. He's gone past one. He plays it into the middle for Fraser, who will break to Almiron. Oh, he gave him the big build up there, and he just couldn't quite flash his shot in. 6 in 5 if you count the Burnley behind closed doors games. But he wasn't able to catch that one.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. I mean, first of all, Elliot Anderson, he gets the ball on his left-hand side. You can see him looking for the far corner, but there's a defender right there, so he knows he can't go around him. otherwise he misses the target. But for Almiron, it's right up in the air, it's coming down. You've got to have unbelievable skill, but also a lot of luck as well.
So here comes Zapata. Atalanta causing a few problems here. Newcastle look well set in the box. Dan Burn just prods it behind.
It's that chance for Almiron. Sorry, Matt. It's just one of those ones. Even the top strikers, you know, they can sky them. It's a tough technique to do.
Yeah, you're watching it in off the lights are in, you know, it's coming down from a height. Yeah, I'm with you. 74 minutes. Newcastle still lead by a goal to nil. Ball into the penalty area. Handed away by Cher.
Thought about hitting it. Backed off.
He did. Scalvini not allowed the time to take a touch, but it will be a throw. Jim City. Okoli here for Atalanta. Mela, lovely tackle, great tackle from Trippier. He's certainly overcome that knock, hasn't he? Both him and
yeah, which is great news. Timed the challenge very well.
Yeah, him and Target both picked up what looked like there might be painful moments in that first half. Freuler, who's one of those playmakers who's been brought on off the bench, Switzerland international, trying to scheme here for Atalanta. Forced back into his back three. The substitute Musso with his clearance. Zapata got away from Trippier there. Fabian Cher at the back to mop up. It's definitely I mean, it sounds daft to say, but there's a pre-season friendly feel about this game now, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, we all knew towards the last 15, 20 minutes the pace would settle down. I mean, let's be honest, it hasn't been 100 mile an hour anywhere.
No.
Because players know they don't. You know, you want to get a good 90 minutes in. It's not full tilt. You just want to make sure you're ready, sharp for the start of the season.
Crossfielder picks out Mela. He's got Jim City up there in support. Albania international. An Albanian Swiss. Wood. Oh, he's almost wriggled away from Darun there. Not enough of a touch to concede the free kick.
First game of the season, I always remember, you know, I think there was only once when it rained quite heavily.
Yeah.
But it's normally a red hot day. And you can do all your fitness work, your match sharpness and stuff like that. But because of the nervous energy with it being the first game of the season, there's always the last 10, 15 minutes you're feeling it. You are feeling it. Some lads will get a little bit of cramp because it's such a long time to build up for that big game. The start of the season, you want to start well personally. You want the team to win. There's a lot of pressure on that first game. Of course, that builds up.
So, water break here for Newcastle. Substitution flurry for Atalanta. Muriel is coming off and Jeremy Bogart is coming on. Ex-Chelsea and Birmingham player. Signed from Sassuolo. And another flurry of people coming on.
What's that now, 6 or 7?
Yeah, they've racked through them. Duvan Zapata's come off.
None for Newcastle?
Yeah, no, none yet at all. Ruslan Malinovsky's coming on. He's a dangerous player, Ukraine international. And I think capping all that off, Joachim Mailer's come off as well. And Matteo Ruggeri's on. Murphy trying to wriggle away. Boga, should I say, shows good body strength there. Ruggeri couldn't keep that in. It was fired at him.
Matteo Ruggeri, replacing number 3, Joachim Mailer.
So, throw in here for Newcastle. Can they get a second goal? Just to add to the excitement of the flag wavers. Stewards have put a stop to that.
I don't know why. I really don't. They're not doing anything wrong, are they really?
Nah. Trippier tries to ping that one down the line for Murphy, who's been a willing runner tonight. Bogart turns. Good screening, good cover again from Cher, who just eased out of his centre-half berth and tracked him. And they'll burst down that right-hand side. Atalanta threaded through. Lammers can't quite get the shot away himself.
Hit.
Bogart
No,
tries to clip one in for his teammate who'd made the run.
Oh,
Freuler. His pass just rattles into the shins of Miguel Almiron and Nick Pope, can just take the ball in, and he's a little bit of the scramble here. 10 to go, plus whatever's added on.
Yeah, for me, Atalanta's had a couple of chances where certain players could have easily have pulled the trigger, but they've tried to be a little bit more intricate, which hasn't quite worked. So therefore, to the benefit of the back four of Newcastle, who, for me, I think has been quite solid.
Yeah, I've not looked too ruffled. Jim Seaty, Freuler knocks it forward. Boga, nice touch out to this near side touch line. O'Coley's been pushed forward. Well, he pushed himself forward. And Freuler knocks it down the line. Threaded into the path of Lammers. Can he dig it out of his feet? Can't get past Byrne.
Yeah, Burns
stands
did
him up well.
Stood his ground, stuck with him.
The player really pushing to try and make an impression. Sam Lammers at Atalanta. Likewise, Dan Byrne, he had a good finish to the season. Would want to be considered as one of Eddie Howe's first choice centre halves. Pasalic. Now O'Coley. Freuler. Allowed to run out to that far side from Malinovsky. Dropping into those pockets, that's where they are dangerous. It's Freuler, that's a lovely ball. He's got a man in the box, he's turned behind by Target. Yeah. Brilliant cover.
Outdone now with some good intricate passing. To be fair to Matt Target, he does very, very well, because it is a relatively simple ball for him to put across into the 6-yard box, which you'd have thought he'd finish off. Matt Target basically sort of said to him, go on then, put it across me there. He does, but he slides in. Great interception.
Yeah, Hans Hatterboer has gone and made an impression on that right-hand side as it's flicked over the top by O'Coley. Good ball in. Never quite got his head over the ball.
Yeah, that's a spot on. It's a great ball in. He gets free. It just seems to get just off the top of his head, so he can't get anything behind it or direct it.
Newcastle finally will make a change here. Jacob Murphy coming off, and Matty Longstaff joining Sean, his brother, on the field here. Jacob Murphy, a round of applause as he makes his way to the bench. And Matty Longstaff will come on. Looks like Fraser certainly being pushed
further up.
Yeah. So Nick Pope with a goal kick, not opting for a short one. Trippier the target here, sails over everyone's head. Newcastle United lead, 7.5 to go. Just the goal, Chris Wood's penalty in the first half. The only thing separating the two teams at the moment, as Malinovsky has it taken off his toe. Nice triangles there from Newcastle just to keep Atalanta at bay that time. Byrne finds Trippier. Now Almiron, who's got the captain's armband on at the moment. Oh no, he hasn't. It's the
sleeve.
sponsor's sleeve, isn't it? Yeah. I thought I'd seen that yellow, but it's a sleeve, isn't it? To a throw. Anderson back to Byrne. Confident, composed. Atalanta trying to hassle and harry. It's almost Olay time from the Newcastle support. Lovely pass from Cher. And Almiron brought it down, and then Anderson clever enough to win the throw.
Yeah, good ball from Cher. Good touch from Almiron. Newcastle with the throw.
Wood does well to hold that up. Flicks it into a bit of space for Longstaff. He's got Fraser outside. He's continued his run, trying to offer a bit of support. Target back to Longstaff here. Into Wood. Oh, that'll fall for Target, will it?
What.
Target! Oh, good save by Musso.
It's getting a little tug back there as well.
Nice intricate play. Target had a little bit of time, as I say, before he was dragged. But he couldn't quite beat Juan Musso.
Yeah, good flick by Wood, I think it was.
Yeah.
The ball was played into him. But it's a difficult angle, in all fairness, for Target.
Left footer as well, yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be, inch perfect to get it in that far corner.
Almiron and Trippier combining. That one's gone back for Jim City to cope with. And in the end, to be fair, him and Ruggieri play their way out of trouble, and it's Boga with a bit of space to hit down this left-hand side until Longstaff comes sliding in. Once again, doing that job, breaking things up.
He's done a few of them this second half. Really well timed, breaking play up, and as I said, sometimes when he's been getting the ball, setting play up as well. So a lot better second half from Sean Longstaff.
40,596 packed in here tonight. Pretty much the bowl, isn't it? Other than level 7. A few Atalanta fans up there who've made the trip. Maybe some expats, maybe some who've...
Do you think they flew over?
Yeah, there might be the odd...
From
madhead.
the city centre.
There'll be an odd madhead who's come. More money than sense. It's an iconic stadium, and it's one to tick off a bucket list.
Yeah, true.
Oh, good hassling and harrying. They've won it back here, Newcastle. Can they make it stick? Oh, look at that. Showboat time. Glorious. Can they make an indent into this defence? Not that time. As Jeremy Bogan's been picked out. What a tackle from Fabian Cher. Just stole it. Pickpocket stuff.
I think me and you are having a discussion as well. I think Cher's had a really solid game. So's Dan Byrne.
Yeah.
You've got to say that Botman will start at the start of the season.
Yeah,
Who is it that out of the three, really, with Cher, Byrne, or Lascelles, who gets that nod?
Yeah, it's a big call, isn't it?
It is.
Because they've all offered slightly different things. I mean, Cher's got that composed ball playing. Dan Byrne's a rock. Here comes Boga, though. Danger here. He's managed to slip himself into a bit of space, but they just never stopped blocking, did they? They never bit onto the run from Boga, and in the end the barrier was good enough.
It was. It's as I said it before, there's been lots of times when I felt as though a couple of the Atalanta players could have pulled the trigger, but they haven't. They've tried that intricate pass, and this is probably the first time when he's had the shot, when basically his teammate, all he has to do is just slide him in and he's got a free shot at goal. He wasn't very happy with him. The lad who had the shot, just trying to see his name here.
Ooh, whistled into the box, punched away by Pope. Boga had the shot, didn't he, I think?
Yeah. Boga, but sometimes what happens is when you've had a shot and you realise you shouldn't, you just blank your teammates and keep your head down, and that's what he did.
Just ignore him.
Yeah.
Boga gets to the byline, and surely this time he will cross it, and it's an easy clearance. At the concession of a corner. He's been lively. Jeremy Boga.
2 minutes plus added on time. Can they keep it tight?
Yep, still a goal lead. Chris Wood's penalty. Curled in with a bit of menace. Flick to the back post. Freuler will try and revitalise it here as he keeps it in that corner. In the end, Newcastle sheer weight of numbers. Well, they've even won a throw. Clever play, Dan Burn just didn't allow himself to be bullied by Lammers.
Yeah, he's just trying to play it against the Atalanta forward. Gets the right result to throw in.
So down in that left full-back position. Atalanta have tried to push up and really apply the squeeze. And they've won the header. That should be shepherded it back. No, in the end, Cher will just lump it. And Atalanta have to start again here. Time ticking down. Minute and a bit. Plus stoppages. Trippier just helps that one back to Pope. No danger.
Yeah, Cher did well with the clearance. Goalkeeper, maybe he's not as decisive as he should be. If any doubt, clear your lines. He did do that.
Well, Coley went down there like he'd been shot and it was just a little shirt tug. He's a big boy and
I don't get that, mate, at all.
He's almost had his pass cut out. Pasalic plays it wide to Boga. Ruggieri outside of him. It will be his cross from this left-hand side. It pings off the heels of Trippier. And they've got some defending to do here in these last few moments, but a couple of substitutes about to be made. We're going to see Matt Bonswell potentially here. And Dylan Stevenson. A winger, striker and a fullback. But first it'll be a corner. Ref was almost in the way there of Ruslan Malinovsky's effort.
There must be another couple of minutes added on.
Yeah.
The Eddie Howe must know that. Otherwise, the lads are going to run on the pitch and run back off. Cannot seem to be that much time added on, can you?
No. That's not been a lot of. There's not been a lot of stoppages, really, have there?
But still, just even that,
1 minute,
stepping on the field.
Yeah.
Brilliant for them young kids.
Absolutely. Dylan Stevenson on then for Chris Wood.
Has indicated a minimum of 1 minute stoppage time to be added. 1 minute.
And the introduction as well of Matt Bonswell. Nottingham born. Was at RB Leipzig for a while. So Pope welts it out to this near side. Burn with the big header. Almiron trying to make a nuisance of himself, or should I say, it's the new boy, isn't it? Stevenson trying to make a nuisance of himself.
Yeah.
And that is it.
There you go.
So winning night here for Newcastle United, the first of two friendlies against top quality continental opposition. Eddie Howe just exchanging a handshake there with his opposite number, Gianpiero Gasparini.